One thing they cannot is write off this Arsenal team. If they can do it at the Santiago Bernabeu, then they can do it just about anywhere.
Well, a very good morning, fans. It feels good to be back here on a Wednesday morning to talk sport with you guys. Good morning and welcome to the Sport Breakfast Show, the 30th day of April 2025. And Sam, it feels good to see the last day in the month of April.
Well, super excited. Good morning to you. Well, maybe not the script, really. A lot of Arsenal fans had in mind. But guess what, guys? It was a tough night at the Emirates. And of course, the Gunners stumbled in their first leg of the Champions League semi-final. What is most important is it's not over. The mountain maybe got steeper, really, for Arsenal, but it's a possibility for a comeback. Good morning to each and everyone listening this beautiful morning on Magic 102.9 FM.
Well, what a way to start the show this morning. Samuel trying to give us some, rhymes there for Arsenal fans. It was all about the Champions League, and what a night at the Emirates Stadium for Arsenal and maybe PSG fans.
Well, this is football, really, Tony. And of course, in football, comebacks are really a thing. The truth is, I think, first, as a person, I felt the absence of Thomas Partey.
Yeah.
That absence was felt. I don't know if every other person saw it, but you cannot have a player of Thomas Partey's caliber and not feel his impact. I think his impact was really, felt yesterday. He was missing in action for the Gunners, and it more like did give PSG the opportunity to, stroll past them. I was very critical about the attack of PSG. We have Christian Kvaratskhelia, there is Ousmane Dembele and Zaradou, and these three guys have really turned PSG into a formidable force. What Luis Enrique has done is to be able to switch them intermittently to punish his opposition. And guess what? For Ousmane Dembele, 45 goal contribution in 45 games this season. That is incredible. For Zaradou, he's hit about 30 goal contribution this season. Christian Kvaratskhelia joined them not so long ago from Napoli, and he's been able to integrate, especially in that left side of attack for PSG. And I'm not sure the Arsenal defense, maybe they were asleep in that opening 4 minutes because they didn't know what hit them really. From that pass from Kvaratskhelia to Ousmane Dembele, who hit him. I'm not sure there was any other moment, that Arsenal did sleep. Though there were a couple of opportunities really, for PSG. But in that space, I'm not sure they saw that coming. And first, we must also give kudos to Gianluigi Donnarumma, the goalkeeper for PSG. I think he was outstanding. He was really, really outstanding.
Yeah.
He showed a lot of class. He showed a lot of character. He denied quite a number of players from Martinelli to Trossard, quite a number of times in that game. Maybe would have brought Arsenal back.
Sam, I think Arsenal were also lucky not to have conceded more.
Yes, I said same.
Because if you look at it, a couple of players,
yes,
Goncalo Ramos missed a wonderful
Mendes
chance.
Also missed.
So,
talking about Mendes, well, Tony, he did silence Saka. And if you recall, he silenced Salah, also pelted out. So, I mean, he's probably putting himself.
He needed to see the hug he received from his coach.
He's bringing to put himself in that conversation as one of the best left fullbacks, in the world. And what a performance, he had yesterday. Well, of course, talking about Luis Enrique, did acknowledge that Arsenal also had opportunities in that game. But then, like I did say, Tony, I think first and foremost, yes, the first leg of that semi-final of the UEFA Champions League is done, and they take advantage going to the Parc des Princes. But one thing they cannot is write off this Arsenal team. If they can do it at the Santiago Bernabeu, then they can do it just about anywhere.
1-0 scoreline. I think still a healthy scoreline. Anything can happen, but the truth is PSG look more formidable. But let's see what happens in the reverse fixture, the return leg, right there at the Parc des Princes.